Hey yo, what is up guys? So today we're doing a POV drive of my BMW M4 Competition X Drive. I love this car. I'm not doing it with the top down because surprisingly it's one of the coldest days in Florida. It says 60 on the dash, but in reality it's like 54 degrees, which is absolutely crazy. If you know anything about Florida, when it's hot it feels extra hot, when it's colder it feels extra cold, and the reason being is I believe the humidity may really affect that. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not Mr. Science, but I would say it makes sense because when it's 50 degrees, it literally feels like what 30 or 40 in New York does. So yeah. Anyway, we're taking a drive. We're not going to be sending it now because it's snowbird season and there's cops everywhere on the street. They're trying to make a little extra money here in this beautiful South Florida city. And as you can see, it's kind of busy. I mean, it's 9:49. Usually there's a little less traffic by now, but because half the country is down here right now, it's just there's going to be traffic pretty much all the time. So yeah, as you can see, my tires, the pressure is a little lower than usual because of the temperature going down. I always try to keep it at the threshold that it's supposed to be at, but with the varying temperatures it's always hard. So I'm hoping it doesn't really affect my tires that much. However, recently I did switch all tires because at 10,000 miles my P0s, the tread was completely gone, and I don't think I send this car as much as I could or should, and it was very surprising to me that I had to switch all of the tires. I mean, I never had that on a sporty car. I've had a C43 before, but I guess that doesn't count as like an M4 because I don't know. One, they were run flats, which I don't know if it affects anything, but I know that, you know, it's not as much of a powerful car as the M4, and the tires definitely weren't as wide, I would say. They looked like normal tires on any car. The rims were just cool, so maybe that is part of it. I think the majority of that, it was affected by the temperature in Florida, because I've heard even a friend of mine who has, you know, a normal X3, not even an X3M, and he said that it was the same thing. Every 10 to 12,000 miles he has to switch the tires, and he has normal tires. So it might be just the crazy temperatures here in the summer, and you know, the tire temperature goes up to 120, 130 degrees, which I'm pretty sure wears and tears the tire pretty well. So that was probably a part of it. I hate when people do, like, dude, get on your lane, you dick. I love the bends here. You know, it's not really a wide road where I can send it, but you'll see even further down the road there's like a curvy part of the road, and I realize how fun this car is. You know, I don't want to jinx myself. I've never been pulled over, ever. Actually, no, in New York City I was once. Dick of a cop. I was connecting my phone to charge, and some hick behind me in like a beat up fucking 1980s truck beeped because, you know, it was the Midtown Tunnel. We were getting into the Midtown Tunnel, and I was connecting my phone to charge. I genuinely wasn't on my phone. It was just running low on battery, so I was connecting it. And this guy honks, gets out his window and yells, "Get off your fucking phone!" And the cop he didn't even see that I was touching my phone, but because the guy yelled, the cop walks up to the window very calmly and goes, "Sir, please pull over," and gives me a fucking $150 ticket. I had to do the course, the defensive driving course, to not have my insurance go up. I guess it's just New York City things, but in terms of here, I've never been pulled over. I'm not necessarily an aggressive driver. Obviously, if the road is empty and it's safe, I'll push it a little, but never to the point of reckless, I would say. If anything, you know, if this wasn't a convertible, I'd take it on a track and just have fun with it, but because it's a convertible, I just enjoy driving it fluently, or fluid, if that makes sense. I just don't feel the need to drive like any other M4 driver in this car. And but yeah, one day when I have a little more time, I would definitely take my cars to the track. I don't know what I want to do next. I have a little over a year left with this car. and I want to see if I want to buy it out because I love it so much, which is a little scary because I just feel like, you know, the BMW repairs will go crazy if it breaks. It has a convertible roof, which, you know, that in itself is such a complex mechanism that it's worrying me a little that, you know, year 4 or 5 it's gonna start shitting the bed. So it's either get a newer M4. I've been thinking about the X6M just because, you know, an SUV is way more flexible. I can literally drive anywhere, but I don't know. Right now I'm just gonna enjoy this car. I love it. I've always wanted a convertible. It's my dream car, and it makes me happy to drive it, you know. It's a beautiful trim, black on black, red interior. It's just like, you can't get any better than that. So we'll see. I'm not stressing. I'm trying to figure out what to do next. If you guys want to drop a comment, let me know what you would want to see. You know, in a perfect world, I'd be a massive YouTuber and I'd afford every single car. I'd just keep every car I have and build a collection, but that's not my reality for now. That's a big ass truck. I never saw trucks like this in New York. I don't know if it's because there's restrictions on having that many tires or modifying your car that much, since there's what is it called? Car inspections. Oh, that's the crazy thing about Florida. It's so funny because the roads here are so much better, but when it comes to cars, there's a lot of, and listen, this is not me like making fun of people or anything, because listen, I understand it's really hard these days to like do anything. Everything's expensive, everything, you know, everyone has money issues. Well, most people do. And there's no inspections here, so you would just see like the craziest beaters out here, like completely dented, rusty, bumpers falling apart, no lights, no mirrors. It's crazy. I'm sure they get pulled over here and there, but fun. But I just feel like it's a little unsafe because there's no inspections, which, you know, listen, I'm not the one to be like, ooh, daddy government, inspect me. But I just feel like for something like the road, you know, a lot of people will be irresponsible. Even if they have money, they'll just be lazy to fix shit. So not having an inspection really puts a lot of people at risk on the road. I've never seen so many beaters on the road. And it's funny because, you know, like when you drive around in wealthy areas, it's like you'll see a Bugatti and a Lamborghini, and then like a 1975 Toyota Corolla that's just like falling apart. It's a weird vibe. So I wouldn't necessarily change inspections because, you know, for me, like I said, like I changed my tires at 10,000 miles. I'm responsible, but how many irresponsible people are there? A lot. And they just won't do the basic maintenance on their cars, which puts me and everyone else at risk. So maybe, I don't know how you get around inspections. Maybe just be way more strict with pulling people over if you see that something's broken, something's not good. But, you know, I don't have the answer for that. That's above my pay grade. I love absolutely almost everything about this car apart from the tires, which the tires, maybe if I change tires, they wouldn't get used up as much. But the only thing I wish it had a little bit more of is that aggressive sound. Like my C43, you know, it's a baby sports car, but the pops and the exhaust were so sexy. This doesn't have that. It has like a little gurgle or whatever you want to call it, like a little bubbly whatever, but it doesn't have that like bah shot that the C43 had. You know, I'm pretty sure a lot of young guys that got the C43 as their like entry-level sports car, a big part of it was, one, I mean, it's a sexy car, but the sound, you just can't beat the AMG sound. I'm sure if I tuned this, I could get the same effect, but you know, with all the restrictions on cars coming in and coming out, the sound is getting a little worse and worse. Even the brand new Lamborghini, not the Revuelto, but the one below, the one that starts with a T, even the sound there isn't as impressive as the Huracan. The Huracan, oh my god, I drove a couple of those, and let me tell you, I would still get that car just for the sound. And it's beautiful. I kind of like it more than the new one, honestly. But yeah, in terms of being a daily, come on, we're gonna make it. right, we technically made it. In terms of a daily driver, this car is absolutely perfect. I love it. If I need it to be fast to get out of a sticky situation, it is very fast. It is faster than 99.99999% of the cars on the road. And overall, I just love this car. I absolutely love this car. I don't think I would get a low car if it's not a convertible anymore. Like, the convertible makes up for the utility. Like, I don't like taking this on long drives, so this is like my daily around town car. It's really fun. Obviously, when the top goes down, it's a crazy sensory feeling. And yeah, if you guys ever wanted a convertible and you live in an area like Florida or maybe even California where the temperature is decent all year round, I would definitely recommend it. I've had no issues with leaks or anything so far, which is, like I said earlier, part of the reason why I'm deciding if I want to buy it out or just get a newer one or get something else completely. Just because I know that by probably year 5 and 6 there'll be like little issues here and there. So we'll see how everything goes. My drive is about to come to an end, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was very easy for me to make. I just drove and yapped. You know, as much as I love high production content, I understand that people want to see real shit, and a POV drive is as real as it gets. It's just a man and his car yapping. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like and subscribe. Check out my other videos if you're interested in content, business, whatever else it may be. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.